welcome. Coming to you all from a slightly different location today. We are in sunny Jupiter, Florida, handling this gorgeous 2019 560 S560 Mercedes S-Class on behalf of the family whose house this is, and they're looking to sell the car, so we're presenting it to you all. It is a fantastic example of an S-Class. This S chassis is one of my favorites. Obviously, super tech-heavy vehicles, and honestly, I would consider it the gold standard as far as luxury sedans are concerned. Obviously, Audi and BMW both make their flagship ultra-luxury sedans, but the Mercedes S-Class has been around, I believe, the longest and is certainly the avant-garde as far as these hyper-luxury massive sedans go, especially the European ones. It is a super comfortable car. It's pretty fast. It's a gorgeous specification with a nice, clean silver over a black leather interior with a dark wood trim. It's in just perfect shape. There's no flaws on the interior or the exterior. And believe it or not, this car only has 4,100 miles. It's hardly been driven. It is really essentially just brand new. It's been taken care of by Mercedes-Benz of North Palm Beach. There are plenty of records. We also have the window sticker and 2 keys on top of that. Really just a fantastic car that's been very well kept, hardly driven, and is just such a beautiful piece of engineering. So first things first, we'll just do a little lap of the exterior, point out any flaws, and we washed the car yesterday. I literally couldn't find a single one. It's very bright out today. But starting up front, tiny, tiny, tiny little abrasions here. Actually, they're coming off with my fingernail here. So not even abrasions. I would really say a flawless front end. All the chrome, all the sensors are in perfect shape. The bumper's in amazing shape. All the trim, really, really nice. You obviously get your Mercedes star badge up top. Headlights, you get the multi-beam LED Mercedes-Benz intelligent light system, which are fantastic headlights. It can be pitch black out, and they're also adaptive. They're just perfect. Really, really cool, intricate lighting system there. The hood is in perfect shape. You also get these many spoke, I believe these are 19-inch wheels. Very, very cool though. I love the design on these. Your rotors, you get drilled rotors, which are in really nice shape. Obviously no lip on them. And again, not really concerned with wear on this vehicle. Again, since it's basically brand new, 4,100 miles. Your windshield's in perfect condition. Your A-pillars, your driver's side, front quarter, and front door are in amazing shape. Same with the mirrors, all the glass, door handles, really just everything is flawless. Again, just basically a brand new car. Rear driver window is also in amazing shape. And the length of these rear doors is massive again, because primarily these cars will be used to chauffeur their owners around. You also get the dual panoramic sunroof. I'm not sure if it's a Magic Sky system or not, but that'll change the tint on the roof depending on how you want it configured. Coming down now to the C-pillars and the rear of the driver's side rear door in also fantastic shape. Same with this rear driver wheel, just looks amazing. You even have your stickers still on it. Really, really nice. Tire date codes, so they're 18s, they're Pirellis, which is great. So the tires are a little bit old, but they do have plenty of tread left on them. I wouldn't be too concerned about putting a few miles on these. They don't show any signs of dry rotting or cracking. Rear bumper and the rear end overall just in amazing shape. Again, you get these really intricate tail lights. Car was optioned with the rear spoiler as well. It is a 560. I'm not sure if it's a 4MATIC. I will check the build sheet. Then you also get a twin-tipped rear exhaust. The only flaw that I found in the car is a tiny little scratch right here, but otherwise really, really nice. Now for the passenger side, same story. Very, very, very nice piece of kit here. Again, no flaws in the paint or anything that I'm seeing. Rear glass is nice and clear. Nice big fuel door here. Tires look good. Again, you get the Pirelli Cinturados, finding out the date code, so they're 18s. Not, again, not a huge cause for concern. The car hasn't been driven much, but if you're gonna drive it daily, I would probably replace the tires. No curbing on the wheel at all, and it's got this gorgeous little metal flake in those wheels. Passenger side rear door, again, you just get these massive doors. I mean, huge, huge, huge doors, again, to make room for entry into the very luxurious rear section of the vehicle. Passenger side of the roof looks fantastic. Same with the glass, all the chrome trim, and then you get this sort of piano black trim laid in there on the door pillars. Really, really nice. Door as a whole is in fantastic shape. Now for the passenger side front door, amazing shape as well. A-pillars look great, and there also is a nice little metallic flake in this gorgeous, I think this is, I forget the name of the color exactly. It might be titanium, but just a beautiful color, really flattering on these cars. You almost always see them in black or a darker color. It's also a little bit of scratching here, really, really, really mild. You can almost hardly see it, but a little bit of an abrasion there. Mirrors and mirror caps look fantastic. Now for the front passenger quarter, also in really nice shape. We know that these front passenger wheels are always the first ones to get curbed, but not the case here. Literally zero wear and tear on those wheels there. Coming back quickly, just the passenger side of the windshield, also in fantastic shape, and you can see all your sensors here. Again, supporting all that technology that the car has on it. Passenger side of the hood looks great. Passenger headlight looks fantastic. Same with the chrome grille and the lower passenger side corner of the bumper, all in really, really, really nice shape. So now we'll head around to the interior, do a cold start, and go for a drive. Alrighty, now for the interior of the car. Get these extremely comfortable heated and cooled seats. You get soft closed doors, and again, zero wear on any of the interior points. The door cards are in fantastic shape. You've got so many switches in addition to your Burmester 3D sound system. Of course, you get cooled and heated seats, of course, and multi-way adjustable seats. The signature Mercedes feature is putting their seat adjusters on the door itself. Then you get to the seat itself, extremely, extremely comfortable. You also get this gorgeous dark wood inlay on the steering wheel, a massive dual 12.7-inch LED LCD screen display. Here are all your parking features, so lane keep assist, and I'm not sure what the steering wheel one does, but we can figure that out shortly. But yeah, very feature-heavy car. Really, really cool car to drive if you are into technology and into, you know, uber luxury and comfort, all that sort of thing. Really, really feature-heavy, heavy, heavy car. Again, this car pretty much set the gold standard as far as what a modern ultra-luxury sedan should look like. And here's the soft closed doors in action. So the second most important seat in the house is the rear driver side passenger, because typically if you're being chauffeured, you'll sit on the passenger side and move that front passenger seat up so you have plenty of legroom. But yeah, really cool. Again, you have adjustable rear seats, which is super, super cool. They are not heated or cooled, but you do also have these adjustable sunshades, all that good stuff. And again, just the condition of the interior on this car is so, 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 so good. It really is pretty much a brand new car. You also get your suede Mercedes head pillows, all that good stuff. Really, really nice. So now I'll hit the trunk and go to the passenger side of the car. Again, soft closed doors. Love that feature. Trunk, and everything's automatic. Trunk is in perfect shape. You get your Mercedes med kit. We actually haven't figured out what this is, but it is a Mercedes additional part. It looks like a storage bin or something like that. And then down below, you get all your manuals, toolkit, tow hook, and not sure what this is actually. Let's see. Also a front plate bracket, lug nuts, of course, wheel locks, all that stuff. So all that good stuff is included. You also have an automatic closing rear tailgate. Now for the most important seat of the house, the rear passenger side seat. Again, typically if you're being chauffeured, as many of you know, you'll be moving this seat forward. Your driver sits where he would normally sit, and you've got a very, very spacious and comfortable rear area. If you want privacy, you roll up your sunshades and your rear, you've got a rear sunshade, a quarter window sunshade, a main window sunshade, all that stuff. Super, super cool. In addition to this very nice storage console here, which has got plenty of room for storage there. And then an additional cubby here, which is quite cool. Very, very cool. So last but not least, we'll check out the passenger front seat in addition to what's under the hood, which is a nice piece of engineering in and of itself. Passenger front door, again, just in fantastic shape. The wood inlays are perfect. All your seat switches and controls are in perfect shape. No signs of wear on any of the touch points. Burmester speaker system, and amazing condition of the armrests, the dashboard, all of the wood trim, the carpets, and of course the seat itself, all just in amazing, amazing, amazing shape. And I cannot emphasize enough how comfortable these seats are. I mean, these cars are so popular for a reason, and they fetch the price that they do for a reason. They are quite expensive cars, especially when new. This car was well over 6 figures when it was purchased new by the current owner in 2019. So if you're a fan of depreciated luxury boats, this is your car. Basically a brand new car. Again, over $100,000 new, but since some time has passed and it has been driven, ever so slightly, but you've crossed that first mile mark, you will benefit, a new owner will benefit greatly from some depreciation on this beauty. But yeah, you've got your twin turbo, I think 4 liter or 4.7 liter V8, quite a powerful little car here, not little car, quite a powerful big car here. And it is no slouch. Obviously you're not buying these to go fast, but when you need to hit on the gas and, get somewhere quickly, this car can absolutely get you there. It is seriously a very quick piece of kit. So now, and actually I will show, we're nice and cold. I'll grab the turbo shroud here, nice and cold. There's my fingers on the turbo heat shield, and we'll do a cold start. Now again, 2 keys, and it's push to start. I think the only thing is the battery is just ever so slightly low. There we go. And service B5 is overdue. Again, just because the car really has not been driven. AC kicks on automatically and is extremely strong climate control in this thing. And then you, of course, have your Mercedes command system, all that good stuff, really clear screens here. So now we'll just do a quick drive around the neighborhood and show you guys how this car works. Alrighty, so now that we've got the car running, and again, very quiet when it's idling, super strong climate control system. I did just have that on quite strong, and it automatically puts it to its highest setting. I think you can configure that. I'll put it down just ever so slightly. It's interesting, there's like a full blast and then quickly drops off into a very quiet ambient cooling system. I've also got my seat cooler on, which is functioning great. We've also got heated seats, and then quickly just the very many multi-way adjustability on the driver's seat, passenger seat, and rear seats as well. But you've got actually 5 different adjustability buttons, which is way more than you'd typically see. It's standard seat adjustment feature would be 3 buttons, 1 for the headrest, 1 for the lower portion of the seat, and 1 for the upper portion. We also have the 360-degree surround view camera, in addition to the traditional backup camera. And again, all your sensors, it'll show you what direction your sensors are pointing and illuminate which view it's going from. So here is our front sensor working exactly as it should. And before we leave, we'll just run a quick features test. Obviously, front windows work as they should. Going back up, and single touch buttons for everything. door locks, all that good stuff. I'll adjust my mirrors quickly. Driver mirror working well. Passenger mirror working well as well. We'll also do the sunroof. So here's the full shade. Going back. And then I believe we can actually just open it all the way up. There we go. And again, single touch for everything, which is really cool. You don't have to leave your finger on the button. It's hot out though, so we'll put that down. What else have we got? We've also got like mini touch/scroll wheels here, which is really cool. So without actually clicking a button, I'm just swiping here. And there's a nice little noise that plays. Again, all configurable in the settings. Big highlight of the car, obviously 4,100 miles, as we mentioned, and you can see there. So we've got drive assist. Let's go there. Wow. So obviously your LiDAR-based or LiDAR radar-based braking system, all that good stuff. Let's see what else we got. Tons and tons of features. I mean, it's just such a feature-heavy car. Designs. All right. Oh, no, I went to phone. We're going to go to designs. Very cool. Sport. Ah, look at that. Sport design, classic design, progressive. Wow. Very cool. I think I like classic the best, so we'll stick there. We'll go home. So I believe your right hand controls on the driver side or on the driver wheel are for your right side screen. We'll also go to vehicle here. Wow. See, there's so much adjustability. Massage seats. I will turn on my massage function. What are we going for today? I think we're going for a classic massage. Very good. Oh, there it goes. Very nice. Very nice. Climate control, of course. Energizing comfort. Wow. Tons and tons of features. Dynamic select. So obviously your driving mode, sport mode, all that stuff. Assistance, so there's your driver assistance, camera and parking, speed adjustment, lane change assist, blind spot assist, all the features, and then you can get into the nitty gritty with vehicle settings. Also, when you put your seatbelt on, it automatically adjusts. We can confirm that that works. And yeah, so now we'll put it in gear. Oh, quick, just test the wipers and the spray. There. Oh, wow. Okay, really cool feature on the S-Class that I forgot about. Not sure if you guys caught that, but look at that. Integrated nozzles, integrated fluid nozzles into the wipers. So there's not those ugly little black tabs that stick out of your hood in order to spray windshield wiper fluid. They are integrated directly into the wipers, which I think is a super neat feature. Super, super neat. So I'll turn that all the way off. We also get paddle shifters on the car, which is pretty sweet. Just go to media. We'll go to radio. Nice. And again, we have the Burmester sound system. What do we got here? Seat settings. Go back to radio. Very cool. Turn it down a little. And then, of course, you've got your scroll wheel here as well. The Mercedes command system allows you to, choose to operate the system however you'd like. You can use the main command touch knob, I guess one would call this, to function the systems. But I like to use the scroll wheel. I find it to be the most intuitive, at least for my purposes. We'll also go to nav here. What else? We can also raise and lower the car with this button here. So we'll give that a shot. Automatic stop start. Turn that off. So this button will bring us right back to our drive forward. So it's got automatic parking. Very, very cool. You can self-drive into your parking spots, but also going to raise the car, vehicle rising. There we go. Slow and steady. Turn the parking cameras off. And we're fully risen. We'll lower the vehicle now. There we go. And it sinks about an inch. It's not very substantial, but definitely there. We've also got our dynamic driving modes here, as I was mentioning. So sport, all that stuff. We'll put it in sport just for fun. Actually, you know what? It's such a comfortable car. We'll do it in comfort. And then, of course, you have dual cup holders here, keyless go, all that stuff. Just such a comfortable car. Such a comfortable car. Unfortunately, there are no lanes in this community, so we won't be able to do lane keep assist per se. But we can just cruise around. Again, such a comfortable car. You just float over every bump and dimple in the road. Really, really pleasant vehicle to drive. We've actually done a handful of S-Classes, and they never seem to disappoint by any means. They're always such a pleasure to drive. And again, a clear demonstration in Mercedes' ability to make the best, in my opinion, executive sedan on the market currently. I do think it's better than the BMW 7 Series. I think it's better than the Audi A8 or S8. It really just is. The S-Class is the S-Class. It's the top of its class, and there are a reason they are the best-selling hyper-luxury executive sedan on the market, at least in the United States, and at least as far as European executive sedans are concerned. I don't think many other countries make an executive sedan, not anywhere near as well as the Europeans do. I know Toyota's got a few, and so does Lexus, but this is the one to have, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But there is a lot of functionality that takes certainly some getting used to. Navigating all of your screens definitely will be a fun learning process for any future owner. My massaging seat is still going on very strong. I'm getting a nice classic massage here. In the meantime, we'll just see what other buttons do. But for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. The buttons are labeled well. It's not too confusing. And just a very, very nice, comfortable car. And when you want to go fast, you can, because you do have that twin turbocharged V8 power plant under the hood. Now, I will double check the window sticker to see if this is a 4MATIC example or not. It may very well be just a rear-wheel drive example, but for some reason I had assumed that these were 4MATIC as standard. One would think they are. It also knows the speed limit, even in this gated community that is not technically a public road. Very, very cool. Very, very smart car. And again, just extremely comfortable. It's ridiculous how comfortable these cars are. And of course, you'd prefer to be chauffeured than to drive this car yourself. But as a driver, driving it, it's just as comfortable as it is in the traditional chauffeur seat, I would argue. Really, really nice. Super light steering. The driving position is fantastic. And you've just got as much or more adjustability than you could ever need. I mean, you can adjust this seating position alone, 27 different ways. The steering wheel is adjustable. Pretty much everything is perfectly adjustable to the driver or passenger's exact liking. Take a left here, do a turnaround. But yeah, really, really pleasant vehicle to drive. Pleasant and elegant. So yeah, for those of you looking to take advantage of, a depreciated hyper luxury sedan, this is a great example. You're basically getting a new car, again, that was over $100,000 new, that's remained in like new condition, I would describe it as, for realistically a 50 to maybe, probably not a 60% discount, but realistically a comfortable 50% discount without being too aggressive, just based on where market values lie on these, what retail value is. Yeah, it's quite impressive that these cars have depreciated as much as they do, and I think that's mainly in part due to the fact that they were, six-figure hyper-luxury sedans that weren't produced in low numbers. These are very common cars, especially in wealthy communities like this. It's kind of the average daily, for the most part, of most wealthy folks in South Florida, the S-Class, again, that gold standard of hyper luxury sedan. But this one is special, again, because it is a 6-year-old car, but it's got less than 5,000 miles. It's been driven less than 1,000 miles a year. So you do get a massive benefit if you are willing to get a slightly older model of getting a literal brand new car for a fraction of the price that it transacted for when it was sold new. And you get all of the benefits of, you know, owning it like it were basically a new car. So we'll just give it a little bit of gas here. Nice, very torquey, nice low end torque. Turbos spool up very quickly. There's not a lot of boost lag. And yeah, it moves this, I think this is well over 5,000 pounds or right on the cusp of 5,000 pounds, but it doesn't feel like such a heavy vehicle. It actually feels pretty nimble, I think mostly because the steering is so light, because it's so comfortable, because the suspension is so well dialed in, and of course you have quite a powerful engine under the hood. But yeah, really just a nimble and comfortable car at the same time, which is a very rare thing to have in a modern vehicle like this. Obviously, cars just get heavier and heavier each year. They become a lot less connected feeling to the road. The driving experience doesn't feel dynamic by any means, but the S-Class is an amazing example of what Mercedes does best, and that is create dynamic and comfortable luxury vehicles. I think they are the best brand as far as, you know, that dynamicism to comfort ratio goes. I think Mercedes by far does it best, and I would also argue they've been doing it the longest, so it's not much of a surprise. But yeah, just a fantastic car, and we're stuck behind this palm tree carrying truck. I'm not sure if I should pass him on the right, but I'm going to. And yeah, just a fantastic car. Really, really comfortable. So anyone that's looking to get into a, you know, quote unquote new S-Class, but is a savvy buyer, potentially looking for a discount as compared to a, you know, 2025 or 2026 model, I think this is a wonderful opportunity to get a fantastic car for a pretty significant discount. Again, considering that this, I believe the exact price, as according to the window sticker, was about $107,000 as spec. So yeah, you would be getting, you know, close to, if not a $50,000 discount for, again, what is basically a brand new car. And on top of that, even though it hasn't been driven that much, there are multiple dealer service records from Mercedes-Benz of North Palm Beach. And of course, you get your 2 keys, your window sticker, and all the things that came with the car when it was sold new. So we'll turn here back onto the home stretch. And yeah, this should have covered all the features, functions, anything you may want to see in regards to this car. But if we did happen to miss anything, please let us know, and we'll happily do a follow-up or add some additional clips to the video just to demonstrate that, yes, this car is literally in perfect shape, works exactly as it should, and someone is going to be very happy purchasing what is a brand new, essentially, S-Class for a significant discount. Boy, I would be happy to own this, that's for sure. So if we have missed anything, please let me know. And I'm not even gonna look in my rear view mirror like I typically would. I'm just gonna use the 360 camera, which is such a cool feature. I mean, look at that. Not taking my eyes off the screens at all. Not even turning my head. So for an older gentleman or lady with neck issues, this is a fantastic car. You hardly have to turn your head to drive it. It does all of the viewing for you. It makes your job as an operator extremely easy. Very, very, yes, of course it's a reasonably complicated car, but everything is pretty intuitive. Now I'm using my mirror just to be safe. We're gonna back it in over the little lip of the garage and go. Look at that. So of course the parking sensors work, make life quite easy. And then if you are one that typically just wants to double check by using the standard features like mirrors and all that stuff, the mirrors are perfectly functional as well. But that'll conclude our video. Now we're back in the garage where this car will live and has lived its entire life, and I hope you've all enjoyed. It's a very fun car to shoot, and if we've missed anything, please let us know. We're happy to answer any additional questions. Thanks so much.